Woo! What's up, guys? Welcome back to another episode of the Nobody Asked podcast. Hey, I uploaded a video today.
I need a soundboard, cuzzy. I need a soundboard for this, G.
Yeah,
I need the dicks right there.
Uploaded the video, got another one ready to upload. We're back on it. We're back.
Which video was it?
It was episode 5.
And we're at episode 8?
We're in episode 8.
Yeah, that's how we do it, G. That's
So
how
we on.
That's how we get the mahi done.
We on. Episode
Yeah.
8 is pretty cool too, though, to think about. So yeah. Anyways, thank you guys for your patience. Not that you guys care, or maybe you do. Sorry if you do. Yeah, back to the regular schedule, I guess, of me uploading. My life is been
Yay.
resetting and sorting itself out. Now we're in a good place, which is
Bro,
cool.
that's crazy how that happens, AJ.
Yeah.
You take a step back and then everything falls into place like,
Yeah.
you know what I mean?
Yeah.
It's like that divine intervention you always talk about,
Yeah,
the plan.
100%.
It always shows itself where if you just take a step back outside of your feelings and your emotions and all that stuff, outside of what's happening outside. Yeah, bro.
100%.
How you feeling though? You good, bro?
Feeling good. Yeah,
Me.
feeling good. We'll get into it.
Love
As
that.
always, please read and or listen to the disclaimer.
Some topics may be triggering, and we are not trained professionals, and simply are sharing our personal experiences. If you go through or have gone through mental health problems, please seek professional help. However, we are more than willing to pray with you and or for you. God bless and enjoy.
11 subscribers.
11
subscribers.
Shout out to the 11s.
Yeah.
That subscribe. Each one of you matters, and we appreciate it. Heaps and heaps.
We
and
got a
heaps.
soccer team, baby.
And heaps and
Yeah,
heaps.
I appreciate you all.
In saying that, please like, comment, and subscribe. Help the channel grow. Because we're keen to keep this pushing.
Still waiting for our arms.
Yes. But there is plan that is going to be set in motion very, very soon. So be prepared. This is news to the bro too, but we might have a new studio space.
Yeah.
That would be cool to shoot from, and different cameras and sound and stuff like that, which would be cool.
I'm keen.
So bro. So life's been resetting. And I was thinking about this today, actually, like the balance between I was thinking of 2 words, external and internal. The balance between like serving other people and serving yourself. Yeah. And just like, because there's a line, where like you do too much for others and then you neglect yourself. But then on the opposite end of that, you can do too much for yourself and forget that there's other people around you. You know what I mean?
I feel that, bro.
100%,
100%.
And so I think the last, I want to say like maybe 2 or 3 months, I've just been realigning myself and resetting myself and
Doing your thing, man.
yeah.
You
and
look
like,
good.
Yeah.
You look good, bro.
And finding a good balance with that, and I think I've found it. And with that has been weird, bro. Like, so like in the last episode that you sort of just watched, right? Yes.
2.
The episode before this one I upload. Yes, episode 6. This episode 8.
This is 8.
Episode 7. Episode 7. That user watch, we talked about just our grind. Like last year we were grinding so hard, and I think let's go in a little bit deeper into that, because I think a lot of people have, especially in our generation and men in New Zealand, I kind of have that same mindset.
Grind.
Yeah.
Get it done. If I don't do it, no one's gonna do it.
Yeah, exactly,
If
bro.
you don't care now, you're never gonna care.
Yeah.
Shut up.
And the value of time and blah, 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 blah. And like input versus output, and, you know, the outcomes that come along with it. But, so like the grind, I was messaging Jade this morning, or like a few hours ago. And I was telling her, like, it feels like my mind, just reflecting on our last year for us, my mind was constantly on the next thing.
Yeah, bro.
Yeah, like I never had time to like
enjoy the moment and be
Yeah.
present in it. Yeah.
I was just like, sweet. I was just plotting and then
I just
planning.
have to get this done and then I
Yeah,
can do that. Yeah.
Plotting, planning, and executing was literally my mindset for like over a year, to the point where it started to trickle into my everyday life. Like, I have a shower. Okay, what's next? Eat. Okay, what's next? I had to constantly do something.
Do you like list in general, bro? So like when you wake up, do you know you have 5 things that you need to do, or?
I tried. So I actually started journaling my days in terms of planning.
Yeah.
I probably missed out about like a week so far, but yeah, it has been helping me. What I noticed with that was like, I can just easily choose to be like, ignore what I wrote that day, and just like, yeah. And so there was a lot of that, but because my mind was just always on the
next thing, yeah.
which was so intense. And so like I was telling Jade that, and then I was saying like, it feels like the last like what's today, Thursday? My last maybe like 5 days, I've been sleeping like 12 hours.
Bro, that's mean. And you look well rested too, bro.
And I've been waking up tired, like super tired, and I'm
Yeah.
just like, what the heck is going on? And I think that's what I was telling Jade. Like, I think my body's just resetting itself and realizing that,
and catching up, over all of those.
you need a rest, bro. Like,
Yeah.
just to stress it and and all of that. So yeah, my body's been resetting, my mind's been resetting, and it's kind of thrown my temperament off. Like I'm not on edge, but I'm just like, what is this? Like
disoriented.
Yeah,
Is it that?
100%. And
I feel that, bro.
I think that disorientation is making me angry and kind of reactive towards like Jade and the kids and just, I guess, life in general.
Yeah.
Because I'm just confused a little bit. Like, yeah. And then so I wanted to break that down a little bit more. And so for me, I'm keen to hear how you went through last year too, your mindset. But for me, it was like, okay, I stopped basketball. That was a huge part of my life.
Yeah.
And then now I've pulled back from a lot of the stuff that we were grinding for last year. And so now I'm just like,
what am I supposed to do?
Well, yeah, and also like, I get to like enjoy like,
I get to be here.
Yeah. Like if I want to film, I'm excited for it. Or like, spending time with the kids, I'm excited for it. And I'm like, oh yeah. Well, but what I got to do after? I got nothing else to do like after. Oh man, like.
I think a big part of that is that when we're doing all these things, or when we were last year, it was kind of like that rock star mentality or like a superhero mentality where.
Yeah.
In here, I'm this person, and out there, like I'm whatever I am on Instagram,
Yeah,
I'm that
yeah.
person out
True.
there.
Yeah.
But I think what's contributed to us like slowing down this year is realizing like we're people.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And so adjusting to being a person from having that go.
Yeah.
For a whole year.
Yeah.
Not seeing the kids. Not being around more, not settling into mahi as well. I think that plays a part in it as well.
100%.
So now that we are settling back into our normal lives, it's like, what the hell is this?
Yeah,
you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Not so much with the kids, because the kids have always been there. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
like
yeah.
we've always been parents, or we've been parents for like. For me, it's been like almost 15 years, but
Yeah.
for you, it'll be the same with your girl.
Yeah.
But that adjustment period of coming back from all those highs
Yeah.
to now just being in our spaces, and
Yeah.
you know what I mean? That'd disorientate you heaps, bro.
By so much and like.
And we were dialed in, bro.
Yeah.
That whole year.
Yeah.
Like if you look at I don't know if it'll have it on your phone, but if you look at your usage stats and all that stuff, bro.
Yeah.
From now compared to last year we were constantly on our phones.
Yeah.
Constantly posting, reposting, commenting, liking everyone's stuff.
Yeah.
And that takes a lot out of you too, bro. Like
Yeah.
not just in terms of the mahi that you do, but mentally as well,
Yeah,
saying
yeah.
I just have to do this, and then I can put my phone down and stuff.
Yeah.
That's why I had my detox, bro.
Yeah.
For a couple of days, I was like, nah.
Yep.
I'm not gonna touch it for a few days. I'll just relax.
Yeah.
Be present. Like learn again how it feels not to be glued to my phone, bro.
Yeah. I got mine coming up soon. I'm gonna do 3 days, a complete fast. So I'm gonna just have water. I'm gonna try like 72 hours, of no phone, of no phone from like I think 5 p.m. onwards, and then during the day if I need it for work or something, then I'll use it for that. But yeah, no doom scrolling at night, and so I'm gonna do 3 days and just reset the mind, reset the body even more. Pray, get deep into that, deep into scripture. But yeah, man. You know what? Like, what I did like about last year was that we were very intentional about what we were doing, and we actually achieved so much.
That's crazy.
Last year,
thinking about it.
Yeah, and it's not something that like we talk about, to the outside world, but I think internally between us, like, if we were to reflect on last year, the things that like, oh, keen to do this, and then it happened, oh, keen to do that, and then it happened, keen to do that, then it happened. Some good money was made too, and some good people that we met as well, and
connections.
Connections that we made as well, and just I think also stepping outside of our comfort zones and maybe in spaces that we don't really want to be in, but just to see, what's there for us and what's not there. Even that in itself is quite draining, like energy-wise as well,
And the thing that we don't mention a lot is that when we're out doing all these things, like 90% of the game when we're in there is to have appeal to those spaces that we're in. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So you talk to people. I think that's us in general, though. Like, we're really nice dudes, bro. Like, we'll talk to you and we'll actually care about you or ask about your life, like, outside of what we're doing.
Yeah.
And then get to business. And I think even that, with the amount of people as well last year that we met, bro. Yeah.
It was a lot.
It's exhausting just thinking about it.
It really was exhausting. But, like, we did chase certain things and we did get it. Like, you had some massive gigs last year.
Yeah, bro.
And I think it just gave me a perspective. Like, we set intentions out and we chased it. And it also showed me like two's way better than one. Like,
yeah, bro, 100%. Bro, how many years were we grinding before we actually started doing this stuff, bro? You know what I mean?
Yeah, which is really rare, by the way, too. Like, having a friendship that can cross multiple like lines, in terms of business, but then keeping the relationship and friendship intact, and then everything else that comes in between. Like, it's quite
That's
a
crazy,
lot. Bro. It's quite a lot to manage, and I think you got to be really like open and really like just willing to like receive whatever, like share whatever, receive whatever, and that'll just allow you to like kind of roll with the punches, because and there's a lot of trust as well, what I mean? Bro. Like, it's a lot of like, sweet, I know you got me, I know I got you, and we're just going with it, we just run it and keep.
That's crazy,
yeah, that's pretty
like
crazy,
most of the conversations we have before we do things, we're like, do you want to do this?
Yeah.
And then either him or me were like, yo, let's do it, and then we just fucking gun it.
Yeah.
Which is crazy to think that we actually got it done, bro. But yeah, it is whole bunch of trust and love under it too, bro.
Yeah.
Because I always try my best, bro, when I'm talking to you, to come from a place of love.
Yeah.
Whereas, like, if you said something and I was just like, nah, or you know what I mean?
Yeah.
I wouldn't. I think it's important to come from a place of love, especially with your friends.
Yeah, 100%.
Important as, bro.
100%.
And you do that too, bro.
Yeah. I think in general it's just good practice. But yeah, and so now like.
Now what?
well, like I think last year as well, like, we just kind of filtered through a lot of things, a lot of trial and error, and it was a lot of like, oh yeah, this thing, we gave this thing a good go, and we saw the benefits of it. We also saw the negative side of it, and then now we get to make the choice if we want to put this much effort into it, or take take a step back a little bit. And it kind of just redefines things and make things a lot more clearer for us moving forward, what I mean? Which I really
100%.
appreciate last year for. But like, there's that, and it's awesome. But then like what we're speaking about in the last episode, like the time that it takes, like I don't think people really like understand that. And I'll put it in perspective. Like, we're working 9 to 5s.
Yeah.
So that's already 8 hours out of the day that's gone. Hour to 2 hours before that, we're waking up, we're getting kids ready, we're, doing the normal household stuff, getting ourselves ready, and then commute time to work, wherever that is. And then the 8 hour day, and then back to normal life, you know what I mean? There's these little, like, for me at least, these little, like, 5-10 minute segments throughout the day, throughout the whole entire day, where my mind is strictly on, what we're doing.
Yep.
And what we're setting out to do. And if it's especially when it's like something creative, you know what I mean, like music, like what we were doing, because like inspiration can come out of anywhere, you know what I mean.
Yeah, bro.
And you don't want to limit that. I feel like you shouldn't limit that, but at the same time, it can be so taxing and draining to, especially when you don't have the time to allow that creativity to blossom the way it should, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
And I think that's a lot of what last year hit with us too, was kind of always feeling like playing catch up with stuff. Like, we're just always having to, we got,
Yeah.
it was just crunch time every time, And I do think that sense of urgency was really, really good for us. But yeah, that feeling, bro, like try and explain just that feeling of like that, like the chase, how taxing the grind can actually be.
It's like a hunt. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
You get that first taste of what it feels like. Whatever you want to do, whether it's like putting a song out or someone or DJing at a certain place, like you get the taste of it once and then you're like, I got to keep going. It's almost an addiction.
Yeah.
And then while you're in it, you don't really see the tax that it has on you. I don't think anyway.
True.
Because like at that time, like all of last year, I'll be honest, I think I'd wake up at maybe 5:36 every day. Go to work, do that, come home, do the kids till like maybe 7:38, and then I'd be up till 2 a.m. like making music, thinking of content, making notes, all that stuff. And you don't think about it at the time. You're like, okay, if I can just get this done, then it'll make it easier for me tomorrow. And then you go to tomorrow, you post whatever you were thinking about, and then you get your reactions. You're like, okay.
Then it starts again.
Yeah. And then you do that whole thing again. And if you're stacking up those days, bro, I just thought of that, dude. It's like my first day starts at 12 to 6 a.m.
Yeah.
And then my second day. But that's that kind of delusion that you put yourself in and times like that, bro. So mentally the tax on that is that you think you're going to be okay once you get to that point.
Yeah.
But once you get to that point, you're like, wait, is this it?
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So that plays on you mentally as well. Loss of sleep, loss of time with the kids.
Yeah.
Because I was doing them and all the stuff like that, but you're distracted by that thing constantly.
100%.
And then once you've finished it, you're like, I think it gets to the point, because I obsess about these things that I was chasing last year.
Yeah.
So when you get to that point and you're actually doing what you set out to do, you're not in the moment.
Yeah.
You're too in your head. You're thinking, I overanalyze a lot of the stuff that I do.
Yeah.
So there's that on the mental as well.
Yeah.
And it's just crazy when you think about the toll that has on you when you're not sleeping that well. You're over obsessing about what you're doing. You're constantly thinking about the next thing while you're in it. So there's not really any rest.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's just...
Obsessing is a good word, because like it makes it singular, the thing that we're chasing, it kind of serves as a distraction to all other things. Like,
yeah, bro.
But those other things are like our mental health, our physical health, like our family. Like, these are major.
You're like, I'll do it tomorrow.
These are like major things.
That's the big thing, bro. I was like, I'll do it tomorrow. I'll have a rest tomorrow. And it's been a year.
Yeah.
Yeah. And so now every time that I do get downtime, I'll do what you do, bro. Like sleep as long as I can.
Yeah.
Sit there all day watching TV.
I wasn't even trying
to sleep, eh?
Yeah, but like my body just
like
forced me to do it.
Yeah.
And then I was just waking up tired, and I haven't had that in a long time, where I've just like...
There's a term for that, I think. It's some form of exhaustion, but I can't remember what it is. Like if you go hard for a long time.
Yeah.
And then you have nothing.
So
And
I
you
mess
adjust.
I messaged this to Jade today, and I said I don't know. I said my body is slowly releasing everything, all the tension and stuff. It's really weird. And then she said, "Well, that's a good thing, right?" And I said, I had to think about that because I was like, yeah, but I've just never had this before. And then she asked me, "Why are you happy about it?" And I was like, so I said, I actually didn't know. I said, I don't know. I've stopped chasing basketball and now I've stopped chasing the grind and finding what makes me happy, like content and stuff like that. I just haven't had this in a very long time. My mind hasn't stopped for almost 2 years. I've been plotting and executing. And now that our life is getting sorted out, I just want to sleep for a week straight. It feels like my body is trying to regulate itself. It just feels weird. And like it honestly feels, it feels weird not having so many things in my mind.
Yeah.
And where I can
All
like
that list to do, bro.
like even us conversing now is the first time that I haven't been thinking about like other stuff for like almost 2 years. Like it's been so crazy, eh? And so when I tell people like, oh, I've been working 7 days for like, for a long time, for almost 2 years. Those work hours include us thinking about ideas, include us like scheming
bro.
about stuff, about plotting about stuff, because it's all intentional towards a goal that we have. And we did reach a certain limit, and I don't want to paint the picture like there's anything wrong with a grind, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
But I think there's definitely some boundaries that need to be set, especially for yous out there that, are wanting to chase a grind and wanting to achieve something. Like, you definitely have to put your hours in, right? Like, you got to put your 10,000 hours in to make anything happen. And those hours have got to be very intentional and have to be executed and planned very well, I feel. I don't think there's anything wrong with that, but I think the boundaries, like, and then again, like, if we were doing this full time and we were paid to do all that stuff, like, this conversation would be a little bit different, you know what I mean?
Bro.
Like,
Yeah.
because we're just replacing time with other things, and then it frees up other time. But our conversations always kind of stem back to that, was like, we value our time with with our people, with our with our family and stuff.
Yeah, bro.
And what is this thing that we're chasing really? And is it fun? Yep. But can we do this now that we've seen what it requires? We're like, oh. Yeah. Rewind. Let's take a step back from that.
I think what I told myself at the start was that if I just grind for a year, then I'll be in a better place.
Yeah, I remember
And it's
we
been
had that
2
conversation.
years since I did that,
Yeah.
and now I'm like established, but where I am and where I want to be, are quite far from each other. But in saying that, at the point that we're at now, I think it's easier for us to do that
Yeah.
because we're both established. You
Yeah.
know what I mean? If we were newbies coming into it and we did a year and nothing happened, then I wouldn't be as thankful for the grind as I am now. But where we are,
Yeah.
and I'm grateful that I went through it with you. I'm so grateful for that, bro. 'Cause you knew when we hit our limit. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And this guy's the man. Like, honestly, if we're in a space, he'll tell me in 5 minutes if that space isn't gonna bring any fruit for me, eh?
Yeah.
So I'm like, oh yeah.
Yeah.
'Cause me, I love to connect with people, like,
Yeah.
regardless of where I end up. Like, I'm a real people pleaser.
Yeah.
So if I meet someone and I like them, I'll be like, yo, that's
Yeah.
me, and yo, I'll do whatever with this person.
Yeah.
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 It's
Yeah.
finding balance. I think that the point that we're at now
Yeah.
is that we can do this. I definitely 100% believe that we can do this,
Yeah.
like, for a living.
But
But it's about being intentional with our time to the point where we're not on that same grind that we were on.
yeah.
Because I feel like we haven't gotten to the mountaintop yet, but we're on our way up.
Yeah.
And I feel like us having this rest now makes everything a lot clearer on the lane that we want to go down. You know, the kind of group that we want to be involved in,
Yeah.
and the things that we want to do, bro.
Yeah. Yeah.
So I reckon it's definitely doable.
100%.
But just if we just kill ourselves, then it probably won't happen. I mean, it will happen,
Yeah.
but the fruit from that will be different to if we just, you know, do things our way. I think that's the big thing that stuffed us last year, is that we weren't really doing shit our way, bro. We were
Yeah.
taking no's. We were waiting for too many external factors for us
Yeah.
to do our thing, and now we know what we need to do to achieve it and
Just
how we
gotta
can
do it. Yeah.
bro.
Yeah.
But we're lazy.
Yeah. Oh well, like yeah, and this rest is definitely gonna help with that. And
This
I think
is
it's just redefining what we want. And I've been thinking about that a lot, like taking a step back. And I was like, well, what do I actually really want? If we were to strip away the money side of it, and we were to strip away like, I guess the money side of things, and the business side of things, like what do we want to? What's the goal? What's the outcome that we're trying to achieve? You know, I think for me, especially with content and with music and stuff like that, is I want people to experience joy the way I felt, like real joy in my life, you
Yep.
know?
I feel that.
I want people just to be happy and not come with a sense of judgment. I want them to have their insecurities left at the door, but be aware of boundaries of others, and you know, and I know that might seem like a hard ask, but I feel like we can create environments to cater to that.
Yeah, bro.
Yeah, and we've talked about this a bit with like events that we wanted to do, like alcohol-free events and stuff like that, which I think is really, really cool. I don't think that's too far from the norm. I just think it's something that people have kind of strayed away from
Yeah, bro.
for a little bit. But it's interesting because like the drinking culture now is completely changed. Like
Yeah.
no one's drinking like that anymore. You know what I mean? Which is awesome. If that's your thing, then yeah, good for you, I guess. But yeah, it's I'm not a trendy person, you know what I mean? Like I like what I like, and I'm curious about everything. I'm open to everything. But I feel like we definitely have a different way of thinking, or like a different way of doing things, which I think will be cool to explore and to showcase. Yeah, but content's like a massive one for me at the moment, because it's definitely something that I want to get into, and I think the kind of content that I want to do is just creative ways to yap, or like, you know, just showcase me.
Yep.
And because this is going back to my mindset last year, or our mindset last year. A lot of the content that I was chasing last year was for the bag, and was for these deals that I definitely got, and that was definitely made, and I definitely still appreciate it, and I still love all you guys. But it's not what I want to do
Like I don't want. Yeah, you don't want to be attached.
Yeah, I want to make content for me that's gonna make me happy, that I'm proud of, that my kids are proud of, that my family are proud of.
Yeah, bro.
That I don't have to like regulate myself. And I've been contemplating that a lot, because I'm thinking, well, what's the purpose behind that? You know what I mean? And I think it's one, just simply that, like just me not regulating myself. I think is very healthy for me, to get back to my normal self, you know, and my normal cheeky self, and then also if people can relate, you know what I mean? I think that's I shared on the bro Lars's page. He shared his testimony, or a little bit of a story, and that made me think, like, man, just the power of our own testimonies, that sharing it, you never know who's gonna touch, you know.
Yeah.
You never know who it's gonna influence or inspire, and I think that's part of my why. That's part of my reason for creating whatever it is. It's just combining all those things that I like into a video, which sounds like a lot, but yeah. So that's my content that I'm keen to do. Keen to run it straight.
Yeah, bro.
Mm.
That's it.
Yep.
I want to reach the mountaintop, G.
Mm.
Not for like fame or anything like that. Now, my goal, musically, is to do what Phil Fuemana did for me, G.
Yeah.
Phil Fuemana was OG producer here.
Yeah.
He produced that Aria song,
Mhm. Mhm.
and I heard that song, and it was a Modi song.
Yeah.
But the Modi song sounded like a Timberland song. And then I was like, what the heck are Modi's doing singing on a song like this?
Mm.
And then I thought, if they can do that stuff, then I could probably make something like that too,
Yeah.
you know? So
Yeah.
my thing's just to inspire one little Hori kid from wherever they're from
Yeah.
to hear something or see something and be like, oh yeah, there's a fella that looks like me, he can do it.
Yeah. Yeah.
So I can do it too. But there's heaps of creators out there like that these days,
100%,
bro.
100%, bro. I was just about to say, like, one of these youth that I'm mentoring, he's 16, and he's like, oh, I just want to produce music. And I was like, solid, Ben. How long you been doing it? And he's like, oh, like 2-3 years. I was like, oh, what program do you use? Oh, FL. I said, yeah, solid, man. That's cool, bro. And I was like, what are you using on? And he's like, on my phone. I said, hey.
Yeah,
Bro, he's never used a laptop. He's never used a
FL
thing and-
Mobile goes hard.
But
bro.
like even that in itself, like to do something on your own accord for 2 years like that, you know what I mean?
yeah, bro.
Like how much do you have to love something to like to do that? It's insane to me, eh? Like
It's that grind.
yeah, it really
That's the
is.
grind.
But
But I-
like if you're not introduced to certain people in your life that are going to help you elevate, or you're not being put into these spaces or even aware of the spaces to be put into in the first place,
Yeah.
then who knows how many years he's going to grind it, and then, you know,
Yeah.
and these like amazing beats just stay hidden away, and then he never gets to see the light of day.
Time to come here, bro.
Yeah,
Ik ben
yeah.
op Uncle Plastic assumed always.
Yeah, yeah. So
Nah, yeah, that's like end goals for me, bro.
yeah,
It's like teach some kids how to do it.
yeah. Or each one teach one, eh? You know.
Yeah, bro.
I reckon any skill that we learn should be taught and passed on, you know, at any level, I feel. And it goes both ways, you know, always be willing to like listen and learn yourself. And
Yeah, bro.
I've said a few episodes back, but my dad was like, you can never stop learning. Like none of us know everything, you know what I mean? And I think you'll be naive to think that, you know, and to live your life like that. It just blocks you from so much stuff. Yeah. So yeah, like that's kind of where life is at the moment, and it's really like
Do you not like it, bro?
I just
It's different, eh? Is it that?
it's just it feels weird because it almost makes me have to question everything again.
That we've done? Or do you mean like in general?
Yeah, and both. Yeah, like and not that I think that, because like I said, the benefits are the benefits and that. But I was just like, I don't feel like it was time wasted. I think it was very powerful for me to see, and I think this is something that I've always kind of had in me, is seeing like this potential in others. And I've had this actually quite a lot in my life where I've seen potential in others. I help push them to a certain point, but then it always gets to a point where my drive for them outdrives their drive for themselves.
Yep.
And then I end up going like that, and then they end up, and then it's like
It's just
it's
that
too
separation,
yeah,
eh?
it's and then it's too separated, and there's no love lost, but yeah, it's just there's a few times in my life I could pinpoint where it's happened like that.
I
And
know.
like yeah, but then with us, like we just kept still going, like,
Yeah.
you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Which is like interesting to me. So I don't think there's no time wasted there. But yeah, it just makes me like, it just makes me think like, you hear these stories, these like Genesis stories of people who've like made it far in their field. And a lot of their stories are quite similar to each other. And a lot of them will be like, oh, I just started off, you know, making beats and my, you know, grandpa's da 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 da, the M track and and then now I got millions. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
But like a lot of their Genesis stories start like that, and for me, what that shows is like the passion has to be there before the desire to make income off of it, or before, you know what I mean?
Yeah, bro.
I feel like when it's the opposite end, then you start to kind of, I speak for myself, I start to kind of like dumb down my skill set to match.
To match that brief
Yeah.
or that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, which is, you know, business, and I understand that. But like, I think creatively, I don't want to put a limit on myself like that anymore.
I was gonna say the F word.
Yeah, I
But
don't
no.
want to. I don't want to do that anymore.
If that, G.
Yeah,
We'll
like
just do what we do.
just do what we do,
And
bro.
if you don't like it,
Yeah.
you like it. You're back here watching.
Well,
another
and also
episode, so
like,
I
if
shouldn't
you were
say
to
that.
think about what we do as a product, like if the product's good, it'll speak for itself. You know
My
what I
G, this is marketable.
mean? Yeah,
Look at us,
yeah.
two handsome Modi dads.
Well, speaking of, I've not gonna say any names, but I've been approached by a few ads to do some commercials, and I was looking at myself in the mirror like, if I was to stereotype myself for a commercial, like what would I be? You know what I mean? Like who?
I'd be your Middle Eastern. uncle.
No, you'd be the smoke-free ad guy.
Wait,
You know what I mean?
I don't know if I'm offended.
It's the it's these ads that they used to do for smoke-free.
Shout out Jordan.
Yeah, shout out Jordan.
out the
Shout out
cousin
Reese
Jordan.
too. Actually,
Gee, that
the,
means I got steez.
the bro Reese had one as well.
Oh, did he do
which
one as
is
well?
cracker.
Buzzy.
But you know, like this dark lit, like, you know what I mean? Yeah. Don't
Turn the
smoke.
lights-
It
turn the lights
kills. Yeah. Anyways, yeah. So I was thinking like, how did? Oh, what?
We're gonna remove that from this episode.
Yeah.
Do you reckon?
Oh, I don't know. That's the first thing that came to my mind. So I guess so. I guess there's some truth to that.
You know, cut my hair. Nah.
Yeah.
I
But
don't know for you. There's a couple.
I don't know either. I'm actually quite a weird one in general, and a part of the question that
Wait.
I had in my head was my tattoos. Like,
Go put your most ruthless accent on right now, like a ruthless gangster. Go. Come on.
give me a scene or something. I want to swear, but I can't swear. You can just say one F-bomb and it's over, Zay.
Give me all your money. Wait. You think you're tough, boy?
Do you think you're tough, boy? Okay. This is
Go.
this
Serious.
is how I would do it. This is how I do it. This is how I set it
You
up.
gonna do hood up or no?
No. The boy is standing right here. This how is the boy?
He's like teenager Bryce's age, 14, 15.
Okay. You think you're tough, boy? Yeah, is the line. Yeah. Okay. I'll be like this. Hey, come. Stand here. You think you're tough, boy? Oh.
I can't look at her because I know you.
Yeah.
You know what I
yeah.
mean?
Well, that's what I mean. Like,
So if I see you doing it, that's why I was like gangster, but then I was like, nah, I can't see you as a gangster.
me
'cause I know
covered
you.
in tattoos is kind of like ironic to like my nature. Like,
I mean, you could look mean. I reckon.
Yeah,
I reckon
yeah.
you could pull off looking mean.
yeah.
But I'd hear your voice, I'd be like, nah,
Yeah.
that's my dog.
Yeah. Yeah. So like, yeah, say that to say like, I'm pretty keen just to like not put limits on my creativity and
Yeah, bro.
just kind of run it and
Do it all.
Yeah, and just do what we want to do. And I think really that's it. Like just doing what we're wanting to do,
100%, bro.
and just whatever comes from that. But enjoy the process, because then it also gives us the freedom to be like, nah, I'm not keen today. Like, yeah, you know what I mean? Like,
Yeah.
and it's all good, because there's nothing really on the line like that, how there was last year. You know what I mean?
Yeah, bro.
Yeah, like I definitely turned down a lot of money, man.
It was during the week. It was during work.
Yeah,
it was
yeah.
during everything. It was like, kids are sick. Nah, I have to go.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah, it's crazy, eh?
It's cutthroat. It's really cutthroat. Like if you want to be at that top level,
Yeah.
they call you, you answer, you're there.
Yep. 100%.
And now this year it's like, nah. If it's worth it, we plan. I think we just plan a lot better this year, you know, with our episodes and stuff. And if we don't want to film the episode, all good. We can do another one next week.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think, we're doing good, G. I think we just got to keep going.
Here. Yeah. So. I know. I can still yap for a little bit.
Yeah, this guy's getting approached. Nah, I won't say that.
Just can't do it, bro.
Do they have any baby oil when they hit you up? Gee,
I mean, low-key feels like that, eh? But,
Gee, take the money. Gee, go for it. You want to be in an ad?
bro,
Gee,
you know,
you know what to be funny as? If you went to do that ad, and it was a smoke-free ad, Gee.
Just sitting there like, he's a racist.
I'll be like, damn. Damn, bro.
Yeah. But nah, it's just that feeling that you get that just tells you no. And I think just the confliction of, like, needing the money, but then, like, you know, you don't want to...
Bro, like, I feel that 100%.
Bro, I was telling Jaden, I don't know if I should say this on camera or not.
Just say it, G. We'll edit it out. If
So,
it's
like, it almost got to the point where I was ready to, like, sell my soul, kind of.
Bro.
Yeah. Like, just with the stuff that I was getting...
Me too. Me too, G.
Yeah, the
100%.
stuff that I was getting approached with, the people that I was getting approached by...
And you're like, stuff it, play the game.
I knew that it was dirty money in my eyes, and it also came with me having to let go of my morals and my faith, and I just, it really almost got to that point, you know, when you're at a certain level of desperation in your life where you see that, you know, the certain amount of money is going to equal freedom, you know what I mean? It kind of gets to a point where you're just like, especially when it's there in front of you, you know what I mean? It's quite different. I would say, like, I definitely had some moments where, like, I've chased the bag. Last year was a big part of that. But then when the bag's, like, in front of you, and then you're like, oh, that it becomes so much more real. And then I'm like, oh. And then the I guess the depth of what selling your soul actually means really hit me hard, because I was just like, oh, this is what, like, there's no...
And what the people who've done that look like as well.
Like, I can't turn
always see
back
that.
from this.
Yeah.
Like, I can't... I'm gonna undo something. I'm gonna do something that I can't undo. Yeah, and I told my mum too, and I told Jaden. And then I prayed, and then just things just started, like, God was like, nah, what's this? And I was just like, bang, bang, whoa, 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 wow! Which was cool as, happy as, but yeah, definitely a close one, and it was actually pretty scary. It's something that I definitely kept secret and hid it in myself for a while. Especially away from, like, Jaden and, you know, my family and stuff. Which is quite sad, you know, to have to go through something like that in a household by yourself, you know what I mean?
Yeah, bro.
I don't think that's fair what I've done, doing that to Jade as well and to my kids. Because it's just me being isolated in my room, fearful, you know, like scared of what decision I should make, you know? That takes up a lot of the time too, you know, is just thinking about stuff and just, man, it actually takes up way too much. You plan, you know, you think, you get the inspiration, whatever, you plan, you execute. That takes however long it takes. And then afterwards, you're like, I'm wrecked, bro. Like, I just want to... And then you can't sleep because, like, the adrenaline's there of the event that we just went to or the thing that we just done. And then it creates this momentum in your soul that, like, wants you to carry it on, you know what I mean? And then that's what ends up staying up till like 2 a.m. And then in that morning is go again and then fire up.
I did that at Northern, bro. I got home at like 3 a.m.
Yeah.
And I couldn't sleep from the adrenaline.
Yeah, yeah.
And the 3 Red Bulls.
Yeah.
Nah, but yeah, it's crazy. Like, you achieve one thing and then you're like, okay, I have to go better. Because maybe you see something while you're there, or you experience something that you're there, and you're like, this would have never happened to me if I was
Yeah.
Or I could be like that if I was. But don't. I think the biggest thing is that, like what I learned from last year, is to be present where I am.
Yeah.
So if I'm with the kids, I'm with the kids.
Yeah.
If I'm at work, I'm at work.
Yeah.
And then if I'm doing this, or or if I'm DJing or performing, I'm doing that. I'm in there.
Yeah. 100%.
That's the big thing, presence, bro.
Being present. Well, 'cause it's like you just get this overwhelming feeling of FOMO with everything. It's
Yeah.
like
Yeah.
you're gonna miss out. If I'm not doom scrolling, I'm gonna miss out on what's next, or blah 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 blah. Or just
100%.
waiting for someone to. But I remember I used to doom scroll, just waiting for someone to message me. Nah,
Yeah, I used to do that too.
man, and it was actually a lot.
My missus just sends me like 1,000 reels.
Yeah.
So like when I'm doing that, I'll look over, ding ding. Oh yo,
The reels that I send are pretty toxic, and I'm not really proud of them. If you have received some reels
Here
from
you
me,
go, Rafe.
if you know, you know.
Read it. We're cancelled.
But bro, my For You page is toxic.
I had
man.
like those animals with AI human faces.
Oh yeah, that was weird.
So
man.
those there.
Yeah.
I sent them. I sent like heaps. So
That was really weird. I'm not gonna say what I sent 'cause man, they're very specific and niche,
Yeah.
and it just cracks me up.
a special niche.
Yeah,
it?
very special niche.
Special. Yeah.
Yeah. Anyways, advice time with Kelly and Bryce. Oh, we should have a theme, like a little. What is it called?
I'll make something.
Yeah. Oh, segments on the show.
Advice.
I don't know how I feel about segments.
Nah, we'll do segments, G.
I like advice
Do you
time.
actually want to do it?
I like. Well, I don't like.
Having a
Yeah. I do like advice time. Like if you feel like there's an advice time, one of us can just go advice time, and then the thing song comes on.
education.
Yeah.
Advice time.
Advice time with Kelly and Bryce.
Wait, hold up. 1, 2, 3. Advice. Oh,
Oh yeah.
okay. 1, 2, 3.
Advice time with Kelly and Bryce. Dun 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 dun.
Yeah. Yeah. I want to get to the point where we animate it, G.
True. And clips, by the way. I forgot I need to do that.
What's your advice, brother?
Grind with boundaries. Grind with intention. But if you're not okay, then everyone around you is not going to be okay. Everyone needs you to be the best you, and it's up to you to take care of yourself properly in order to be the best you for you and for others that depend on you and that rely on you as well.
Only one you.
Yeah, there's only one you, and like the grind is definitely worth it in terms of having a goal and chasing after it, put in your hours that's required because that's just inevitable, and that's something that you need to do. Always be willing to upskill, to learn, be open, be ready to network and do all the little 1%ers that you know is right for you. Say no to the things that are wrong for you, but ultimately, who cares, bro? Like, it's your loved ones matter more, you matter more, your family matter more, and it's not that you say, I'm gonna quit everything and just be a stay-at-home dad and be a bum all day. No, it's not that. It just means when it's time for them, it's time for them. And when it's time for the thing, it's time for the thing. But make it very clear, because that's something that I did not do. And I missed out a lot of time with my daughter and my son and my wife.
Yep.
And I'm making up for that time now, which is something that I shouldn't have had to do. And I'm very grateful for my wife for allowing me to, grind the way I have been. And she's been very supportive. But she's deserves
real.
better.
That's a real one.
And my family deserve better. And I deserve better. So that's what I'm going to do now. Yes.
It all starts with you, G.
Mm.
It all starts with you. You look after yourself. Look after your partner. Look after your family. Look after your children. And the rest will follow. I feel like anyways. Because if you look after yourself, you got a plan.
Yeah.
If you look after your partner, you got backup. If you look after your kids, you're building good people. Yeah, be kind to yourself too.
Mm.
Because I wasn't very kind to myself. I am now. But be kind to yourself. Be kind to those around you. Have love in your heart. It costs nothing to be nice to people.
Mm.
Nothing at all. Don't be a dickhead.
Mm-hmm.
That's it. Love you.
Love yous.
Love you.
Like, comment, subscribe.
Yeah.
See you in the next one. Laters.
Bye.